welcome to the 6th episode of the Brave News Channel. I'm your host, Shali, and we're here with Anthony.
Hello.
Awesome, and we're going to share with you guys, of course, all of the updates and information for our awesome application, Brave Frontier Global, available to you on Apple, iPhone, Android, Amazon, and Windows Phone as well. So let's get right to it. Let's see what we have for these beautiful summoners today. I hope you guys are keeping warm. It's cold outside this winter, so, be careful of your health and stuff like that. Hey, I'm trying to be nice. Okay, anyway, let's get started.
So let's kick it off with Brave updates.
Yes.
Excellent. Okay, so just going to start off with something cool. New element, Frontier Gate.
Yes.
We got 2, Bound to Fire and Bound to Darkness.
Yes. And what does that mean exactly?
So basically, for example, Bound to Fire, you can only use fire elements.
Okay.
Okay, for in the case of, so we got Fire and Darkness, 6 waves total, and then you got an enemy list here, which I'm not going to tell you just in case you're listening and use spoilers, so if you really want to spoil it for yourself, read the slide. That's fair though,
But,
spoilers,
yeah, even if we tell you what enemies are coming, it is up to you to decide how you're going to tackle them. So, it's all on you, basically.
I'm happy to spoil. I always feel good about spoilers.
Well, they are available if you would like
Sure.
to look at them, but Anthony says he's going to keep it a secret for now.
So, to knock it off, we got great rewards for this one. This is actually really cool. So, for example, if you beat Fire, you get Burst Emperor,
Okay.
3 Impultants, and an Elgif. Big deal. What's so big deal about an Elgif?
I don't know. You can get them from the dungeons really easily. So.
But this one's a 4-star.
Oh, okay.
So-
That's a little different.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it's awesome. So
That makes it a very lucrative reward right there, because it's hard to get them 4 stars.
but gets better.
Okay.
Magical device.
What is that?
Sphere.
A sphere. Okay.
Right? So, for the sphere, you get a boost BB attack.
Okay.
Hugely boosts BB gauge when
Okay.
damage dealt does exceed a certain amount.
Okay.
Plus 30% boost to attack and defense.
Okay.
But
But
it gets better.
okay. Please tell me how it gets.
There's a lot of buts in this.
Okay.
I'm just stacking
I'm starting
it up.
to notice. Yeah.
But it's good.
They're piling up there.
It's getting good things here.
Yes.
So, not only will you be able to combine this to this sphere, but you can use a same type on top of that. So,
What do you mean exactly?
so let's say I use my sphere frog to get 2 equipable items.
Okay.
You can stack 2 of the same type of sphere with this one.
So if I have a 30% boost attack sphere, I can pile on this one and make like 60%.
Yes,
is
you
what you're
can.
saying. Wow.
So there you go.
That's new. It feels like you're cheating the game a little bit, but I'll take it. I'll take it.
Sure.
I will use that to my advantage.
And then for dark, we got the same rewards again. But this time, the
Yes.
device is a little bit different. So
Okay.
last time we had magical. This time we're going to go with a wicked device.
Sounds mean.
Slightly probable status inflicting counterattack when attacked.
Okay.
Boost BB gauge and boost BC efficiency.
Okay.
And it has the same property as the last one where you can stack.
Awesome.
So yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yes. No, those are excellent rewards. And it's just, 6 waves total, so it's not that crazy. But again, you have to plan very well and have your units,
Ready to go.
Exactly, because
Let's go.
again, you're only allowed to use that certain element. So if you haven't been showing love to your fire units or your dark units,
Now's the
you
time.
need to start.
Get
doing
yourself
that.
some wicked device, magical device.
Exactly. And then Elga 4-star. I don't have one of those. I
Well-
think the most I have is like a 3-star.
And now's the time.
Yes, I will do that. Okay.
Awesome.
do
Now
we have
my
next?
favorite part of the show,
Yes.
some new 7-star forms incoming.
7 stars.
And we're going to start off with one that's really super cool. Phoenix.
The memories.
Why is the memories?
The Phoenix was my first rare summon ever.
Your first rare summon ever?
My first rare summon ever in the whole entire game, and the Phoenix was my healer for a long time.
Okay.
Yes, until I got Elimo, and then Elimo kind of changed the whole game. But
So what do you think of this upgrade then?
I think it looks amazing. Like, it's such a drastic change from the image that I have in my head when I first summoned it. It looks amazing.
Rainbow bird.
It looks awesome.
great. It's kind of like almost like a peacock thing going on here as well, but
Right, I mean, it is the legendary phoenix, you know, burns to ashes and then comes back to life. You can't beat that.
no.
Can't beat that.
Unless we move on to our next character,
Okay.
Mega.
Oh, okay.
And I love this one. Look, he's on a gigantic whale.
He's riding a whale, like literally riding a whale.
That is fantastic.
That's some like Lord of the Seas kind of stuff.
You know, I think he's riding a whale.
Yes, that's all.
Where's
that
Poseidon
needs to be
gone?
said. I think if you look really closely into Mega's axe, which is actually called Poseidon, you can see like his face, like at the top end of the space.
Yeah, I see that right there.
Yeah. So if you remember Mega's evolution before that had Poseidon like
Hanging out, right?
Yeah, he's just kind of like a spirit floating around, but now I guess he's materialized into the axe, and now he gets to ride a whale.
Just look at this.
A whale.
Gonna kick your ass next. That's what he says. I'm gonna kick your ass next.
I believe him. I believe him when he says that. Definitely.
Awesome.
Cool.
So next, and we're looking at Sodus.
Sodus.
Okay, so I don't have this character. So why don't you tell me a bit about the difference and change?
Okay. I don't actually have Sodus either.
Oh.
But
sucks.
Sodus, I think it's kind of difficult to tell from here, but he's gotten a lot bulkier.
Okay.
You can't really tell where the horse begins and Sodus ends. It's just kind of like a mashup. Honestly, every time I look at him, I just like remember Melchio's 7-star because they have the same type of armor. But Melchio had some like eagle feet coming out somewhere. So I was looking for the eagle feet here.
There's a lot going on in that character.
Yeah.
It's definitely
Right.
pretty active.
Yes. The cool thing about him, though, this time is that even though you can't see Sodus's face, like you haven't been able to see this whole time,
Sure.
you can see his eyes, though.
It's a start.
Yeah, which is it gives him like a different feel. Like it actually makes him feel to me like a little bit more evil, even though he's not evil. He's like the good guys, but like his blue eyes in the darkness is just kind of like ooh a little.
He's
bit.
a good guy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because he was. Remember the 12 Guardians of the Gods?
Yes.
Yes. So this is actually on the side that defends the humans, and his little brother Aliot was the one that led the ones that fought for the gods.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Wow.
Aliot was kind of the bad guy, and Sodus was the good guy. So even though he looks like really mean and like he's gonna really hurt you, he's actually a nice guy. So.
Don't judge a book by its cover.
Yeah,
Right?
Yes.
And last but certainly not least,
Yes.
we have Zephyr.
Zephyr.
Okay. Are they swords? Are they javelins?
They're more javelins, I guess. I heard that if you look at his sprite, it looks a little bit more like a javelin, like a lance kind of thing.
Cool.
But of course, he only had one before. Now he's got like, I don't know, 8.
There's a lot.
8
He's
in
got
there?
about 8, yeah.
Yeah.
Rocking them javelins.
Yeah, he was in my dark team for a long time, and he's actually one of Sodus's team members. He used to
nice.
spies for Sodus, and he was actually the first one that noticed that the gods were trying to hurt the humans. And
Cool.
he was the one that came back. He was like, guys, we got a problem, and then everything started from there.
Kind of a key player then. This
Yes,
story then, huh?
definitely, and cool, and pretty. He's a really pretty guy.
Pretty dude.
I approve of him.
This is the shall you seal of our bro wall. So which one is your favorite?
Let us know
Yeah,
in the
totally.
comments which one is the best 7-star this time around and why.
Here's a hint, it's Mega.
Because he's riding a whale.
Just look at that pose.
All right.
And so,
Yes.
in order to top off a very nice update this week, I must say,
Yes.
we're going to have a new Grand Gaia Chronicles.
Yes. Which one is it this time?
It's The Knight and the
That
Princess.
sounds like a beautiful story.
It does, doesn't it?
It does. It sounds straight out of Disney or something. Knight and the Princess.
But we got 4 fights going on,
Okay.
and we've got some very nice rewards.
Yes.
You got your typical completion rewards, karma, and experience and stuff. But on top of that, you also have the Scarlet Necklace.
Okay.
A 30% boost to attack recovery, hugely boosts attack when BB gauge is full, boosts attack when HP is below 50%, and boosts spark damage.
Uh-huh.
And if you couldn't follow anything I just said, of course, it's also on your screen. So,
Right. So you can pick it up from there.
but why don't you tell us a little bit about the story behind this one?
Sure.
Because this is a Chronicles.
Yes, yes, yes. And, you know, as the Brave Frontier lore expert that I am, I shall enlighten you all.
Drop some knowledge.
Yes, time to school all the summoners and some Brave Frontier lore. Check it out. Okay. So The Knight and the Princess is the story of Priscilla and Eris. And Ragshelm, the dragon of Earth. And Ragshelm has been awakened. And he's in a very bad mood for some reason. And he's just like destroying everything around him, right?
Happens.
And he destroys the country where Aris lives. And he kills Aris's little sister. And so Aris is very, angry. And he wants to, have vengeance, get his revenge. And Priscilla, she is the princess of her small country. And she's a little bit more of a pacifist. She's like, I want to talk to the dragon. I want to know why it's acting the way that it's acting. I don't want, to cause any more harm to anyone, even the dragon. And so while Aris is out for vengeance, Priscilla's out to reason with the dragon, and these two people end up, colliding. They meet. And Aris is like, well, you're crazy. There's no way you can reason with the dragon. And Priscilla's like, no, but if you try, maybe you can. And so they fall in love, the knight and the princess. And actually, at the end of it all, Aris, he realizes that, seeking vengeance is not the good way to do things. You should fight for justice and for what is good. And at the end of the day, Priscilla tries to reason with the dragon. You can't because there's a demon actually controlling the dragon. Spoiler alert there.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, so they do try to go about it the good way, the right way, but they still kind of fail in the end and get transported to a different world.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Stay tuned for more then?
Yes, there are more characters involved in the story. If you play Grand Gaia Chronicles, you'll see who and how they play a part. So that's just a little bit of an overview for you because the story's long. I could go.
That's great, though. Yeah, thank you for sharing that.
Yeah, so, yes. And actually, the Scarlet Necklace is an heirloom of Priscilla's family.
Oh, okay.
Yes, it's been passed down for generations, and it is rumored that it disappeared when she decided to give it to a certain knight.
Ah. Well,
Who
now...
could that be?
Could be the player.
Could be. If you end up with it, then it's yours. So.
Cool. Awesome.
Yes.
So that's all we have for updates. But I think that was pretty good updates.
It was.
Definitely had fun reading that one out.
I did as well.
Great.
Yep. So let's move to the next corner. Okay, and we're back with our Brave tips. It's time to share the knowledge.
Yeah.
And I know, again, a lot of you play Brave Frontier, religiously, and you already know these things, and it's awesome that you do. But
That's
some
great.
other newer players might not know this, so, it's okay to share this information. If you know it, then...
Did you point at me when you said that?
No. Did I? Maybe subconsciously I did.
Whatever.
Anyway, yeah, so if you do know this already, then, of course, no harm, no foul, but there are some people who might not, so just trying to help everybody out.
Yeah.
Okay, so for Brave tips, when you're out on a raid or on Grand Quest and stuff, and you know that there's a boss battle coming, use optional battles before that to recharge your BB gauge. So you're going to a boss, and you know that, each stop that you make is gonna have 3 or 4 monsters that you have to battle. Just go at them and try to get as much, BC out of them as you can so that you can fill your BB gauge before you go to that boss. Because if you reach that boss and your gauge is not full, you're gonna have a hard time trying to get, started with it, right? So yeah, refill by fighting optional enemies before the boss. Sometimes it's okay to run away, you don't have to fight all of the enemies that come at you. That doesn't mean that you're if you're trying to run away, that you're going to be successful every time, because sometimes it takes more than one try to actually run away. But if you're crunching on time, for raid you only have 30 minutes, and you need your BB gauge to be full as fast as possible so you can just get to that boss who keeps running away from you, then just get your fill on the BC and then just run for it. There's no shame. Nobody's gonna judge you for it. Only you know. It's not like, your partners are gonna get a message to be like, you ran away from battle. Look at this guy, what a chicken. It's not gonna happen, so, just prioritize.
This is a general, RPG strategy. You know what I mean? If you're taking on any boss in any, RPG game, you know what I mean? It's usually, whether it's, let's say for Final Fantasy and you have your over limits and stuff like that, you're always going to want to have a max kind of attack going in before you just just the momentum gets started so much quicker.
Exactly.
So it's It's a good way to go.
Yes. Granted, some games don't allow you to max out your like special gauge or whatever before you go to the boss. But the ones that do, you take advantage of that. Just go with it all full so that you don't have to struggle with it, later on. So that's one. And brave tip number 2.
2 tips.
Certain items only drop from specific parts of raid bosses, excuse me. So when you're going out on a raid, we see this a lot, that some people are trying to farm materials from raid bosses. They're not trying to just like beat the raid mission itself, but they need to, face this specific monster because they need an item that drops from their arm.
Right.
So what you do when you want to farm that material is you bring one really strong unit that has a brave burst that attacks a single part, not all enemies, but a single part. And then so you just, first of all, you tap on the part that you want to eliminate first on the screen, so that way you have set your target. If you don't set your target, it's just gonna go crazy all over the screen. So
go nuts.
Yeah. And then use your unit that can, has a strong single BB attack, and then just go at it. Bam, bam, bam.
Nice.
And now what makes it even easier for you to do that is our new auto battle.
Oh, nice, yeah.
Yes, have you tried it?
I haven't tried it, no.
It was confusing at first, but I know how it works now, so let me tell you how it works a little bit. So let's say you're going to see this raid boss because you're trying to collect your items and stuff like that. What you do is you manually input the commands first.
Okay.
And then, so, I want my top unit to do the brave burst, but I want my, last unit to do the super brave burst, and then everybody else to just attack normally, which is, I think, the picture that you guys can see on screen right now. If you do that manually the first time and then press auto after that, it will just repeat that motion every turn.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
Great.
So, but in order to get the auto to react that way, first you have to set the input, manually.
Right.
And then press the auto button. If you press auto like right off the get-go, it's just gonna do the normal attack crazy.
Okay.
Or whatever. Yeah, so use that to your advantage, but be careful because sometimes, if your BB gauge is not full and you have set a particular character to auto their BB, they're going to have to do a different action because their BB gauge is not full. So you need to keep an eye on it either way.
Okay.
But it's convenient.
Yeah.
Because you can just repeat the same action like in a cycle. I'm all for it. I'm all for it. Yes. And touching on the issue of attacking particular parts of bosses, I do agree with the summoners who say that we should have stamps that say like attack the tail or attack the arm or something like that. I hope that comes like sometime in the future. It would be smart because it's hard to communicate with the stamps that we have now.
Right, yeah.
Most of what you want to say gets through, but not all of it. So
some basic
good looking out, guys.
picture of a tail.
Right.
With a sword.
Yeah, exactly. Just
work.
Whatever works. Okay. And now let's go to our global exclusives. My favorite part of the show. Yeah, global units. This time we have the light and dark forces of Enaroth. We're gonna keep going with our Deva Morokai arc. We have the light unit, which is a Deva, and I'm sure you can see him on screen now. He looks like a sorcerer kind. He looks very mystical. He's got the whole book, and you can't see his face, so he might be really handsome, but he might just be completely scarred.
Hey, I'm not judging.
You don't know yet. But the colors are really cool. I feel very at peace when I see him. He's definitely magical. Of course, he got his pretty wings. It's all about the wings with the Deva.
This is
Yeah, and then we have a Morokai, which she's a little bit different from the previous Morokai, because the other Morokai, they were kind of buff and rough, and they're like, "Arr."
Got their warrior thing going on,
but she is the dark unit,
right?
The Morokai, and she's got a pretty cute face. She looks like she means business though. She's got.
They're cat claws. Listen, I have cats. Cat claws hurt. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I bet they do. I don't have cats, but I don't want to test that theory.
Sure, I tested it yesterday. Like hell.
This is what she's gonna do to you. She's gonna just rip out your heart with it as well. No, but she looks really cool as well, and the more that you evolve her, the cooler her form gets. So look forward to them.
Awesome.
Seeing them in the story sometime soon.
getting good grounds with this story right now, right?
Yeah. And I think there is still more to come. I can't say that it's a lot or it's a little, but hopefully the story keeps growing and you guys keep giving it a thumbs up.
Yeah.
Support global exclusives.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. And then one more corner, which is awesome. I really enjoyed having it last time. It is the fan art. Global
yes.
fans.
Yeah, that's right.
Woo, time to feature some awesome summoners on our show.
This week was pretty impressive.
My jaw dropped when I saw it, honestly speaking. Okay, so the author's name of the pieces that you guys are going to see on the slide is Litkung.
Okay.
Apparently, the person's actual nickname is Lit.
Okay.
So there's half of it. And then the person might be from Thailand?
I believe so, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And Kun, the Japanese Kun, translates into Kung.
Kung in local
Right.
Taiwanese style, yeah.
And ergo Lit Kung.
Or not Taiwanese, Thai, I should say.
Yeah.
It's completely different country.
It's almost there. Thai. Anyway.
So shout outs to Lit. How you doing?
Right. And so the paintings, digital paintings, I should say, that you can see on the screen right now is one of Elimo, of course, my healer. She is amazing, and you can see all the water like floating around her, just like her sprite. It's just amazing, and the color is just, everything is so at peace, and it's so, so Elimo. Everything about it is just completely on point. I love it so very much.
This is gorgeous. So he usually spends around 20 hours?
Right,
to work
something
on
like
these
10
things?
to 20 hours.
10 to 20 hours working on
Yes.
these things? So, yeah, it's absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, obviously, the care and the detail, you can totally see it in there. It's amazing. The picture below has Priscilla, who we were talking about earlier,
yeah.
Grand Gaia Chronicles, battling Ragshell, the Earth Dragon that went on a rampage. So there's a little bit of, congruency there for you. But she looks amazing. She's just like holding her sword like bam.
It's like gleams off the sword.
Slice you. And the colors are amazing. Again, it's just like everything is kind of sort of on fire. I'm not sure exactly what's going on, but it's very impressive. Like, it really hits a note with you when you see it, like, directly.
It's something else, like the clouds and, the dragon in the background and, the sun beaming onto her. And,
Right.
Yeah, this is absolutely gorgeous.
Right, but if you notice, they're not like 100% anime pieces.
No.
They have some like more realistic parts to them, and apparently this is Lit Kung's like style.
Okay.
He doesn't like to do everything just like 2D anime. He likes to incorporate.
Kawaii, big eyes.
Exactly.
No, this is definitely this is fantastic work. This is an artist.
Awesome. Keep it up. We're cheering for you, and thank you for letting us feature you on our show.
For reals.
Yeah, it's awesome stuff.
Hopefully, if you have any awesome work you want to share with us, let us know through the forums, and we'll pick out some really cool and hopefully feature it next week.
Yes.
Or next time.
Yes, we'd love to see your artwork. Anything. Send it to us.
Yeah.
We love it.
It's been really cool so far. It's definitely,
I know.
It's amazing that people out there just make this wonderful stuff.
I know. And then they share it with us.
Yeah.
Really happy to have it in our show. Okay, so now it's time for our last corner. Let's get to it.
And we're back for our final piece, which is questions and answers, where we just dragged Ritsuki off his sick bed to come in here and talk to us so we can drill him about questions. Are you ready?
Yeah.
But he's happy to be here, right? To answer everybody's questions.
I'm trying my best. Firstly, sorry that my voice will be a bit weird because of a blocked nose, but
no, but
I'll try my best.
You show that you care by being here and spending time with all of our awesome users. So thank you, Risky.
And because there's a computer monitor or a mobile phone split between you, you won't even get them sick. You're very thoughtful.
No worries. No worries there.
Okay.
So let's get on to it. Question 1. Oh, I love this one. Will Vocalize/Demo/collaboration unit get a 7-star treatment?
So this is kind of questions that have been asked for many times.
Sure.
But as you guys know, that we have every collaboration units they are constrained by contract and copyright. So unless we are having another collaboration again, it will be unlikely for those units to receive 7-star. So yeah, all those legals and stuff.
It's a bit more complicated than just.
I mean, the purpose of collaboration initially was to like promote both of the game, so they will get build awareness of each other games.
Right.
Sure.
But it's not something that lasts long unless it's our own IP.
Right.
Exactly.
So yeah, we are trying our best. So
Okay.
Yeah, but just because it's in the game, it doesn't mean that it belongs completely to us.
Sure.
So even if we wanted to make a 7-star, that doesn't mean that we can't. Like that is up to what is on the contract when we signed, and the copyright issues and things like that.
Ultimately, whether there is opportunity to do another collaboration.
Exactly. So it's not as easy as it sounds, guys. So
Okay.
unfortunately, the answer for that or to that is no.
Okay. So question 2. Will legacy seasonal units, for example, Eva, Fang, Carol, etc., get the 7-star treatment?
Okay, so now this is a bit different because they are all literally our IP.
Yes.
Okay.
Those are ours.
We have answered this before, but I specifically picked this question because it
keeps coming up.
Keep coming up. People keep asking this question.
Yes, they do.
So one thing that we have to understand is that please don't panic when the unit doesn't receive the 7-star on the same season as it was originally released.
Okay.
So yeah, but look for the next poll for the legacy unit. So we will have some polling to get which unit should get the 7-star treatment.
Right.
Well, in the meantime, our team are working hard to make a concept on that. So,
Right.
Yeah, please be patient.
So get out there and vote when the time comes. Voting is important.
Sounds good.
Yes.
All right.
Okay, so to clarify, that doesn't mean that because a unit came out in a specific season, like Christmas or something, that the next Christmas will be a guaranteed 7-star. This is not how it works. So that doesn't mean they will never have a 7-star, because those are actually Brave Frontier Global units.
Yeah.
But you just gotta, give us some time
some
to
time,
actually create the content and get their designs done and things like that. So just
Yeah, that's right.
breathe a little,
Chill out, dudes.
chill out, and they will come eventually. They'll come.
And on the topic of 7-star, our next question: where are Paris and Lugina's 7-stars?
Yes.
Okay, I think the best person to answer this is because there seems to be a misunderstanding.
There is. I was very surprised when I saw so many people on YouTube saying, it's like, you said you were going to release this in November. Where are they? I don't want to, make anybody look bad or anything, but if you go back to that video, you can see plainly that it says Japanese version update. So that was to let you guys know what was happening in the Japanese version at the time. We never said that we were going to release those units at that particular time. So I'm sorry if that caused some miscommunication or some misunderstanding, but good news, you should be getting them very soon.
That is good news.
Yes, very, very soon. So make sure that you've been beating all your bonus dungeons so that you can, finally get the materials that you need to evolve
From the
into
latest map,
7-star.
right?
Exactly. So
Alright.
yes, they are coming. They are coming.
Okay.
Yes.
So we're gonna bring it down a star and ask you, where are the Battle Maiden 6-stars?
Okay.
Everything's like, where are the
So where are these? and
where are the
yeah,
stars?
There's everything, guys.
Yeah, I know. But
It's in the files. The files are in the computer.
yeah, like what we tried to answer before. Basically, we are aiming for Q1 as much as we can. So for Battle Maiden 6-star, they are still in development. Due to the characters are from other Gumi games, we need a little bit more time to get approval for the concept.
Right, right.
And the development. So yeah, but they're coming.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Great.
So again, we ask
Good news.
for your patience. We kindly ask for your patience. They will come.
Awesome. So let's switch it up completely and ask. So people loved the fan art last time.
Right,
It was
right.
really popular. And I got this question. This fan art is amazing. Can we have a manga for it?
As you know, Brave Frontier is actually a copyright of Elim, so it's their franchise. So actually, Elim has released their own manga, right?
Right.
Several of them, I guess,
Yes.
but only in Japanese version.
Correct. We do have actual manga for Brave Frontier, like officially made. So like this, there's a story of Vargas, and there's another one called like Haruto no Shokan Nikki or something like that. So those are available in Japan, but they haven't been subtitled, so they're not ready to be released globally or anything like that. Fan art is one thing, and of course we love and appreciate fan art, but the official Brave Frontier manga is quite a different thing, and we don't know when or if that will be coming to the global market anytime soon.
But if you happen to have access to like maybe Japanese
Kinokuniya or something,
or
Japanese export stores.
Yeah, by all means, buy and support it.
It's good. It's really good. The artwork is really awesome.
It's amazing.
All right.
Cool. So, when... Oh, this is a weird question. Oh, there we go. Will there be another opportunity to obtain limited time units? Will Anthony ever learn to read? Stay tuned.
Yeah, so basically, well, they are meant to be a limited time.
Right.
So we originally don't have any plan to re-release the unit.
Right.
But we will see if there is still enough demand by the next season, or if the characters are still relevant by then. Because as you all understand that our characters are keep growing and stronger and stronger. The characters from the previous season might not be that strong by the next season. So so we will have to review that again.
Okay.
But regarding other things about the mechanic of limited times summon, so we have seen a lot of feedback from the users that might be a little too difficult for some people to get.
Oh, really? Okay.
So as you guys know, we are constantly looking at the feedback and we are trying to improve. So as you see in the recent Valentine Summon, just to explain what is actually happening at the back. So basically, we want to ensure that player will have a chance to get
like it's guaranteed. You will get the summon.
Price. Yeah, but we will be reviewing this, and hopefully for the next one, for the next seasonal unit, it will be better.
Okay.
Always have hope.
Yeah.
Keep hope.
So you
Great.
probably can get your limited.
I hope so, because I didn't get Zaria, and I didn't get Randolph, and I didn't get Ravenna, and I'm down to like one gem, and I can't summon anymore.
No summons
So
for you.
hopefully by next time I get at least one of them. I feel your pain. You think you're the only one suffering. Well, you're not. Okay.
So, next question before Shadi breaks down on us. Will it be possible to move all global exclusive units under one summon gain?
Well, we are having occasional global exclusive reads up and limited pool, but at the moment, I think the global exclusive unit pool are too small.
Yeah.
Like there are only really a few units.
A few characters.
If you are going to open this for a long time, like for let's say a permanent gate, maybe a lot of chance of getting duplicates.
Right.
Yeah, so that might not be.
That
good.
sucks.
And,
Nobody likes those.
as you know, some of the global exclusive now are not 7-star yet, so they might not be desirable enough.
Right.
Yeah,
You might not be able to use them. I mean, you'll have them for your collection. But
Collection only. so yeah, when we will have a bigger lineup, big enough lineup, then we will consider it.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Yeah, not yet.
Sounds right. How often can we expect the Raid Class 6 bosses to be released?
The Raid Class 6 bosses, they should follow a schedule of like once a month. So, and every month they will be open for 7 days.
Okay.
Yeah, this is similar to what Japan did as well. So we want to do it in the same way.
Okay.
If you guys see that maybe Japan version is like ahead by like 2 or 3 bosses.
Right.
Yeah, but we will be catching up soon.
Right.
So yeah, please be patient. Look forward for the monthly release.
Yes. Awesome stuff.
Great. And our last question for today. Please, it's more of a statement. Please, or demand, depending on how you view it. Please give more details on elite mode in quests.
Okay. Yeah. So currently, the elite mode in quests are still in development, so things might change.
Right.
First things is that elite dungeon will be unlocked for players of level above 100. Stages will resemble the main quest.
Okay.
So we will start with Mistral continent.
I remember those days.
So you will be seeing the similar map, but slightly different.
Okay.
Yeah. And each missions inside the map will be catered towards high-level players. So basically, it is it's with a difficulty similar or higher than Trial of the Gods.
Okay.
So it's kind of like a challenge dungeon.
Yes.
Is it that the mobs are going to change, or is it actually just going to have, like, say, for example...
It will be a similar map, but each of the missions will be like a very challenging battle.
I see.
And once you clear it, you can get exclusive rewards, for example, Sphere.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, so get your level up to 100 and, try to learn the enemy pattern from their skill or from what they say in the battle.
Right.
'Cause sometimes it is very, very useful.
It takes multiple tries before you can beat them one time.
But probably you won't be able to beat it in one time. Or in one shot.
Is that a challenge?
It's a challenge. It's a challenge. We have tried the beta version and it's really, really difficult.
Really? Okay. That just makes it the more exciting.
Sure, yeah.
I'm really looking forward to it.
So that's all the questions I got for this week.
Okay. It's time to go to our last corner.
The very last corner.
Yes, but as always, send us your questions for next time, right?
Yeah, where can they do that?
YouTube, in forum as well.
Forum?
Yeah.
Facebook?
We'll be opening Facebook as well.
Facebook.
Yes.
Awesome.
Sometimes we spy on your Reddit. We're still doing it. I still know your secrets. I still know.
Occasionally.
I still know. It's not a threat. I'm just saying. The internet is public.
Yeah.
People read stuff there. And
Yeah, please lessen the salt.
always watching.
All
Okay.
right.
Okay, and it's time for our last corner, the Brave poll. And this month, because, it is February and it's Valentine's and it's the month of love and friendship, the question that we have for you guys is, who is your favorite love story or couple in Brave Frontier and why? Okay, and so we have a few choices in the slides that you can see on the screen. And we have Ramna and Farlan, which we talked about a little bit last time. We have Aleut Lunaris Sotis, which is the love triangle. It's a very interesting.
Do you love a good love triangle?
Yeah,
It's very interesting.
some very juicy stuff in there. We have Selena and Aries, which is hilarious because Aries is like a total fanboy. And we have Priscilla and Aris, which we were talking about earlier.
Yes.
The princess and the knight, a very fairy tale kind of love. We have Lava and Vargas, which is kind of like a really heated kind of like
passion.
Yeah, just like
tragic.
yeah, it's very tragic. It's more about respect, respecting the person that you see as your equal, right?
So.
We have Alice and Elsa, which they are sisters. Don't get any like funny thoughts in your mind, sisterly love.
Oh, okay.
Sisterly love.
Sisterly. Oh, I see. Okay.
None of that weird. No.
I thought so.
Don't go there. And we have also Randolph and Ravenna, which are our exclusive Valentine's units this time around. So, and of course, we have many others in the Brave Frontier universe. But let's start with you guys. What do you think is the best?
Me first?
couple? Yeah.
Definitely Vargas and Lava.
Okay.
Something about like, I love you, but I'm gonna hurt you. It's like
Tough love.
tough love, There's like definitely. I can't say I relate to that personally, but it makes a good story.
It does. It does.
And in the end, who sacrificed?
Well, it's a little complicated. Here we go into some more lore
You're gonna drop
school, and I'm gonna drop some more
lore
school
bomb?
on this.
Please
Okay,
do.
so Vargas was kind of like dying on the battlefield, and before that, Lava had gotten her wings from like her superiors. I think it was like a king or an emperor. And she also fell in battle. And as Vargas was kind of slowly losing consciousness, he heard Lava's voice in his head where she said, take my wings, I don't need them anymore. And when Vargas woke up, he was 6-star and he had some really cool, just like flaming wings on his back. So, half of him, like a literal half of him is Lava. His other half, like, literally.
That's love.
Yeah. It's like, how much more romantic can you get? That is a good pick, definitely.
True story, actually. For a US commercial, we used Lava and Vargas facing off as well there.
Yeah.
So
They were facing off against each other.
Yeah.
They were. I remember that. Cool times.
Right.
What about you, Risky?
Well, for me personally, I love this Randolph and Ravena because I was working together with the scriptwriter for Global on this.
That story is messed up.
Yeah, well, it's not really.
It's not really?
What? It's just a tragedy, like.
It's going on YouTube. You can't take that back.
Well, it's like, in the end, you just can't be together.
Sure.
So,
Right.
like, I mean, if you guys read all the 7-star, so basically what happened is that at their 7-star version, each other animal spirit possessed
The other one.
the other one.
Right,
So during that time, they got berserk, and you don't know what happened at the night, and so originally it was them that are causing the massacre of their own village.
Friends and stuff.
So at the end of the story, basically Ravena was.
She decided to make her exit
Yeah.
Right.
Well, yeah.
to
She
prevent
decided-
more damage
Right,
from
right.
being done. Let's
And
just say that.
Randolph left wandering, finding her.
Yeah.
So that's.
He still yearns for his love.
See, it's a very.
You say you helped the script story.
I help them giving some inspiration, but
Yeah.
I personally want to make something new because we
Yes.
have a lot of like a very nice Valentine story,
Kind of
with a happy
fairy
ending.
tale, sure.
It's true. Sometimes, in real life, happy endings don't happen. That's just the way that it goes. And honestly, I thought that it was a really awesome story. When I first read it, I was just like, my God, this is amazing. And so I really got interested in the units, and I really wanted them, and I couldn't get them.
I do hope that players enjoy their twist in the story.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
So.
Definitely.
Charlie, tell us.
Oh, my favorite couple?
Yo, you're not getting out of this. Yeah.
Okay,
Sure.
no, Estia and Xenon.
Oh, STNs.
Yes, I love them forever and ever and ever. Like, they were the first unit that I ever had that it was kind of like 2-in-1. Well, I had the twins, the Earth twins. Il and Mina, I think their name is. But I don't like them half as much. Estia and Xenon are just so cool, It's like, she's just like, kind of like riding on his sword, and she's just like, okay, let's go. And he's just like swinging about. I don't know, something about their design really just
Their
speaks to
unit
me.
design are
That
interesting.
sounds cool.
I love him. I love
The
him.
very first dual unit design, I guess.
Yes.
Beside the twin, and we have another one which is the Fei and Fang.
Yes.
The last year Valentine.
Exactly, yeah. But Il and Mina come as, a couple already, like, when you summon them. It's not like you have to fuse their
Right,
individual
together.
units in
Yeah.
order to make one. But Estia and Xenon, that's something that you have to do, and also for Fei and Fang.
Il and Mina is they are
They're
twins.
twins,
Yeah.
right. Yeah, so. Xenon and Estia, #1. Okay, but tell us who you think
Right.
is the cutest couple, or, who has
Your
the most
favorite.
affection for each other, and leave it in the comments, and we'll be more than happy to take a look at that and share it with everyone else. Right? And also leave your comments, your suggestions, any other information, fan art, of course. We're still recruiting. We want to see more of your stuff, and we can't wait to see you next time.
All right.
Yay.